Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week gathering. I'm James Navé.
I'm Allegra Houston.
On Saturdays, we gather with a group of writers for 1 hour, and within that 1 hour time frame, we generate a piece of writing longhand in 10 minutes. So today, we're going to offer you that experience.
And we hope that you will write in longhand. It does make a difference. You're much more easy on yourself when you write longhand, even though you may not be that used to it anymore. And if you can't read your writing, that's even better. You're not tempted to go back and read it over and judge it. So this is how we do it. We put up and we choose an image every week and we put it up on the screen for 2 minutes. And Nave will describe what happens.
Well, it's very easy. The image will pop up, and what you do, take your pen and jot some words or phrases down on the paper, not linked up writing, just words or phrases that pop out of your imagination based on your response to the image. And it can be anything.
Just a
You can
list.
just make a list, and it takes 2 minutes to do it. And we're going to time you for that 2 minutes, and we will give you that 2 minutes starting right now.
After everyone has generated their own personal list, we form a community list. It functions really as a kind of collective imagination. We give these words to one another to use as we like. They're just presents. We can use them or not.
And the community list, as Allegra says, is a collective offering. So what we now have is our community list, and we would like to share that list with you so you'll be able to work with the lists that you have as well as our list. And Allegra's going to read that now. Allegra, you want to go ahead and do that?
Yep. And you can write these words down as I read them. There's some value to that, I think, having them kind of go in your ear and out your hand. But we will also be putting the list up again on the screen during the 10-minute writing time, so you can refer to it there too. Higgledy-piggledy. Cash me out. What's important? Masculine memories. Diamonds bleed. Heady material. After the red eye, welcome this. Skull eyes glowing. Surveillance. Wayne's World. Let the good times roll. My favorite things. Screening room. Anybody here? In the shed. Train wreck. No way. My conscious clutter. Don't smoke, drink. Fierce, horny being, man cave, swarm the chaos, hot chaos. Wish me luck.
That's our community list. Now you have our list and your list as well. So here's the 10-minute timed writing opportunity for you. What we would like for you to do is to refer to the list you have, refer to our community list, and make something of it. We love the idea of staying in the mess, letting whatever pops out when you look at these words flow through you and come back out on the page. So it's a dance between your imaginative mind and your rational mind. It's a playfulness, it's a frolic, it's generating something that you don't have right now.
So it's a frolic. I love that word, frolic. That's we haven't used that word before, but we're going to start using that all the time now, I think. Um, and just to be clear, you don't have to use all of the words from either of the lists. You don't even have to use any of the words at all if you don't want to. It is entirely up to you. Maybe one word will send you off into some place and you don't come back to the list at all, or maybe you come back to them for inspiration, or maybe some combination of words is what starts you off, or maybe you find yourself at a stopping point and you start again because the 10 minutes isn't up and find another word to sort of jump off from. So however you want to use the list of words is absolutely fine. It's entirely up to you. And all we would ask you to do is be curious about where your imagination would like to take you.
So your 10 minutes begins right now. So now you have 10 minutes of timed writing on the page generated from something you didn't have before, brand new stuff. What we do on the Saturday calls, and what we'd like for you to do now, is to read the work aloud. On our Saturday calls, people go into Zoom rooms and everybody has a little bit of an audience. For you, you may have someone in your room that would like to listen to what you've just written. If not, regardless, you can be your own audience. So put yourself on pause and read your work aloud.
Put
And
us on pause, that would be.
yeah, put us on pause. Maybe you could put yourself on pause before you read it throughout. Anyway, however you do it, stop this video right now and read it aloud and see what happens.
Often you say something that wasn't quite what you intended to say, just as Navé did. And sometimes when you write something by hand and you can't read your writing very well, you might change it. So that may have happened to you as you were reading your work aloud. Maybe you weren't quite sure what that word was and you just filled it in with whatever your imagination wanted to fill it in with. And that's absolutely fine. That's actually a wonderful skill to develop. So you can kind of improv your own improv when you read it aloud. You'll find the more that you do this reading aloud, the more you'll come to appreciate what you really like about your own writing. The more original you'll find it, the more you'll discover that actually the reading aloud pushes you toward the more original and the more surprising kinds of writing, because you're not really thinking about writing well. What you're thinking about, you're not thinking. Your body, which enjoys the pieces of writing that you liked when you read them aloud, your body is pushing you towards more of that kind of writing. And inevitably, those are the surprises. Those aren't the pieces of writing that sound like any other writer. Those are the pieces of writing that sound and feel to you like you.
And you may be wondering, now what? What will I do with this? Well, we have a solution to that problem. And before we tell you the solution, I'll tell you that that image that you saw, the little red eyes glowing from the horned skull, I shot that during Super Bowl Monday in Manila, not Sunday, because I was in Manila watching Super Bowl Sunday. On Monday, you can do the math on that. And I noticed in the sports bar, the eyes glaring at me. I took a picture. Now you've written something based on the image that I shot at the Super Bowl event on a Monday, the eyes glowing out. And if you like what you wrote, we have an opportunity for you to post that in our circle community so we can read what you've written, and Allegra can tell you how to do that.
Go to imaginativestorm.com, scroll across the top navigation, and you will see community. A drop-down menu pops up or drops down, and you'll see Imaginative Storm on Circle. Click on that, and that will take you to the community page, this particular part of it. Click on the image, and that will take you to the Circle site. If it's your first time, it will ask you to make a login name and password, but it's free. And once you've done that, you can explore the other parts of it in this left-hand navigation column, or you can just go straight to Prompt of the Week. And there you will find an archive of all the prompts we've done every week for more than 3.5 years now. And the most recent one is at the top. When you click on one, you'll see what it is. You'll see a link to the YouTube recording. You'll see the image, and you'll see the word list. And then you'll see, as you scroll down, you'll see what other people have written. Sometimes people upload an audio of them reading it. And other people can comment on what they liked about what people have posted. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a box that says, what are your thoughts? And that is the place to type in what you wrote to the prompt. So we hope that you did go and check out the circle. You'll see that many people enjoy posting what they wrote there. And maybe you would enjoy joining us in person and being able to have a little audience to read your work out to, a very appreciative audience, as you will see from the circle. when you write something in 10 minutes, it's completely absurd to find fault with it. So all we do is find appreciation. We pick out the phrases, the images, the ideas or the insights that that pop for us, and reflect them back to the writer. That's how we comment on people's work on the circle, and that's how we comment very briefly on people's work when we're live on Zoom. So please do join us any Saturday or Thursday, noon Eastern time on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays. If you join our mailing list, you'll get a reminder by email each time. And you can also always find the link in the footer at imaginativestorm.com.
And we have a whole lot of fun, so we would love to have you there.
We
For
frolic.
now, we're going to frolic. We'll come frolic with us. Whatever you do and wherever you are in the world, thank you ever so much for participating here right now. We appreciate that. So lean into whatever you're doing and enjoy what you see next, and do come back sometime soon.
Thank you.